Hey, what's up? I'm Matt. I'm doing a movie review for Prisoners. This is my first ever movie review on YouTube. I've been really inspired to do these, for a while. Not even a year, but I've just, loved movies for a long time, and I've watched a lot of movie reviews, and I've just seen how easy it is for people to get on and do it, and especially this one kid. He's got tons of subscribers. I'm not going to call him out because I don't like him. But I don't like his style of the way he tells his movies. He sounds like an idiot. But anyways, I was thinking, man, I should do this. I know I'm going to get some people that start talking to me about these movies, and, it'd be fun. So, anyways, yeah, that would be good one to start off on. Prisoners. I just saw this an hour ago too, and I got it from Redbox. I had it on Blu-ray, so saw it really crystal clear, and yeah, I would give this movie a 7 out of 10. Could have done a little bit more for me. I loved Jake Gyllenhaal and Hugh Jackman's acting, but I felt like, they just could have done more with the older kids they had, Hugh Jackman's son and the black family's older daughter. Yeah, just not really much to give to the movie with those two. Yeah, I think what I really enjoyed about this movie is Jake Gyllenhaal's performance, but yeah, more Hugh Jackman, because I really understood Hugh Jackman. He played that part of like an American dad, kind of like what an American dad would be going through, like during this kind of thing. Like, I know my dad would be doing the same thing as he did. So yeah, I want to go ahead and say spoiler alert, because I always am going to spoil my movies. So, yeah. So, acting, really great. Cinematography, I think it was really good. There was this one scene in particular where they had this shot over this big lake, and there's like this waterfall, and there's all these, men in these yellow jackets, searching for the girls in the woods, and man, that scene is just perfect. It's like they got a helicopter, they swooped in, and they just, showed the whole shot, just the vastness of where they were and how empty, just fit the tone of the movie. I love that scene. And I'm trying to think what else. Jake Gyllenhaal, when he got Hugh Jackman's daughter, right about the end, and was taken to the hospital. I really enjoyed that whole sequence because he had blood going down his eyes and he couldn't see, but he knew like he was not going to give up, and he was going to get that girl to the hospital and not let down that family, and because in the movie, like you're thinking like Jake Gyllenhaal's character needs to do more, and Hugh Jackman, you really feel for him, and then so does Jake Gyllenhaal. Eventually, he just has so much guilt, and he realizes the justice in what Hugh Jackman does. He takes responsibility, or he does what he wants to do, and he just he takes control, and no matter what's going to happen in circumstances, where for example, when Hugh Jackman went to the parking lot and got Paul Dano's character and bashed his head up against a car and was like, tell me where they are, and great acting, because it's just that's really believable. It's like he's not thinking clearly. At the same time, he doesn't give a shit about what anybody else can say. This is his decision, and I really understood that, and yeah, I also I want to say great acting by Paul Dano's character. Man, you think like the whole time that he's the main guy, but he's not, and he was kidnapped at an early age. You know, that part of the movie really threw me off. I really like found more depth in it, you know, because like at first like I guess I didn't think about it like until, you know, a little bit more like processed in my mind. But like Paul Dano's character, you know, went through hell on earth. He got kidnapped at a young age. Who knows what fucking happened during the time he stayed at his house. That house with the grandma, and, oh God, I don't even want to think about it. And so that messed up his sexuality and many different things. So, you know, that time where he, you know, was at the gas station with the RV and Jake Gyllenhaal comes up on him and he drives all erratic and, you know, hits the tree. It's like he's, you know, he's just so, like, you know, delusional, that character, because it's just, you know, what is real to him? I don't know. Like, it's just, he's so broken, you know, and like, it's like, you know, his sexuality is just, you know, putting that on other people, you know, the dominance, or, you know, killing them, whatever, because, you know, he's a monster, you know, he turned into one, and it's, like, unfortunate, but, you know, it's like, he's kind of just as guilty as the grandma and the other guy drawing the mazes, because he, you know, he wouldn't give up the information to Hugh Jackman, you know, and he's just a fucking demon. Just turned into one, and you know, great acting by Zodiac, or the Maze guy. He was good. He was good, man. He just was crazy, you know. And the more I think about that, I just want to watch this again. You know, it's something you gotta watch twice. But yeah, he was believable, and like he was so delusional too. You don't know what kind of happened to him. I mean, he could have been like raised with that whole thing too, and it's just so fucked up, you know. And it's believable, you know, what happens to these people, what they turn into, you know, and what they get obsessed about, the whole maze thing, you know. And yeah, Grandma, you know, she's just a fucking evil bitch in this movie. And you know, like when she kind of explains herself to Hugh Jackman, you're like, you know, do I really believe this? And like that was like the one part of the movie where I was like, you know, kind of questioning it. But no, I mean, you know, people are like that. People are fucking crazy and stupid and just fucking retarded. Because that's what she is. She's just doing this shit for fun, whatever. Because she, you know, had a horrible life and her husband died and blah 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 blah. It's no excuse, you know. But she does it, and you know, it just goes to show, you know, people can intertwine with your life like that, and that's what I kind of got from this movie. It's like, you know, we're all just intertwining with each other, and there's just some times where you're not going to be able to stop, you know, getting to meet that person that's, you know, deadly, you know, the opposite side of the hemisphere, you know, good, evil, and you're going to clash one day, and try to move on to something else. The music didn't do much for me. Didn't even remember the music at all. I remember this one scene at the end where it said prisoners and the music starts playing. I like that. Really felt, you know, got the tone of the movie, you know. And dog's over here. She's kind of distracting me. But yeah, so I really enjoyed the whole process of the movie. You know, kept you on the edge of the seat. You know, there's times where my hands were sweating pretty hard. You know, like I really didn't know what was going to come next, and it's great. You know, when a movie like does that for you, when it's captivating. And for me, like I stayed up till about 2:30 a.m. to watching this, so it was like a thing where I wasn't intentionally going to stay up this late, but I did because it's just fucking that good, you know?